Off. Here we go with this bullshit again. Shit dead. Yeah, this shit dead. That's what it is. This shit dead. Oide. What is it? Good night. Oide radio in full effect. We live, baby. Oide. Yeah, man. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, welcome. Let's take care of business first. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. All right, that shit costs you nothing. Okay. If you follow me on Facebook, go follow me on YouTube. All right. Hit that subscribe button at Oite Radio. That's O4 Eyes TE Radio. All one word. All right. We need more subscribers over there. We need more traction over there. So please, all my followers from Facebook, go to YouTube. Cause I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this on Facebook. All right. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free for now. Oide. So hop on the bandwagon right now. Más te voy a decir. Oide. Dependiente, mi gente. YouTube, what's going on, man? Appreciate all my subscribers, all my 109 subscribers. Salute to you guys. Thank you so much. All right. I know we don't got nobody live right now, but it's okay. It's still going to be a live show. Why am I doing a live show tonight? Why do I continue to do live shows? Well, because, like I said when I first started doing this show, right? I was going to give you something raw, uncut. You feel me? I was gonna give you that puro, oide, that shit that you like, right? Um, we probably got, you know what I'm saying? Um, I hate her watching, but it's all right. Whoever you are, I appreciate you. If you're a troll, hey, the streets gotta eat, b. The streets gotta fucking eat. If you're a supporter, I appreciate you. All right. Um, but yeah, we're gonna talk about something real important tonight. Something real serious. Something that's been on my mind. Something that's you know is circulating. You know what I'm saying? Um, Around social media, and I think it's important. So we're gonna talk about it tonight. All right. We're gonna talk about this unfortunate death of this young man that died on April 2nd by a stabbing in Texas. Right. Metcalf was his name. Um, it's unfortunate. He was a twin. I'm a twin, right? So, that shit is crazy, B. That shit is crazy. So this one hits home. All right. So yeah. Okay. We got some viewers on YouTube. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I mean, hey, gotta keep it going, man. We gotta keep this train going. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys hopping on live with your boy right quick for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Again, tonight's topic is the untimely death of this young man, Metcalf, from Texas. Okay. We're gonna try to keep it G. We're gonna try to keep it real. We're gonna try to keep it, you know what I'm saying, positive. It's a tragic, man. Both parties lost. Both parties lost. You know what I'm saying? Um, Carmelo Anthony, not the famous basketball player. All right, not the famous basketball player. So get that dude out your brains right now. All right. Um, but this young man that killed this other young man, unfortunately, right? Um, both parties lost. Both parties lost because one's in jail, one is dead, right? And we're not gonna act like it's not about race. We're not gonna act like it's not about race because it is, man. It is. Unfortunately, it is, bro. If it was a white kid killing a black kid, we seen it. We all saw it. We all fucking saw it. We saw the white kid literally travel from West Bubblefuck, right, with his rifle. Okay, he traveled across state lines with a weapon, with a gun, to go be a part of whatever it was that he was trying to be a part of, right? And he went to go kill innocent black folk. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, it is about race. It is about race, man. It is. It is. Because again, if it was a white kid killing a black kid, would they have taken down his GoFundMe account? Would they have taken down, you know what I'm saying, the family's GoFundMe account, bro? So here you have this one family, right, that raised over $270,000 for this young man, right? And then we have another family that did a GoFundMe account. And the GoFundMe, don't follow what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't believe what I'm saying. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't don't go by what I'm saying. The it's in the news. The news is talking about it, right? The news is talking about it. The news is saying that they raised over $270,000 for this family, for the Metcalf family. So again, don't believe what I'm saying. Do your own research, right? Do your own research. Okay? But again, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna definitely talk about it here tonight. Okay? Why we're gonna talk about it? Because I believe it's important to talk about, right? Because again, you know, um, I follow certain individuals, right? I follow certain podcasts. I follow certain bloggers, certain streamers, and things like that. So I'm hip to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hip to the shit. So I follow this dude, the Star Report, right? Salute to the OG. You know what I mean? And man, does he let people talk? He lets people talk, bro. He lets people talk. And I gotta give him his props, right? Because I feel like he 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 gave me um um an opportunity. He gave me a way out. I feel like he birthed me. Pause. Right? I feel like I'm his son, so I'm gonna give him his props. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him his props. One time I called his show, and I was on the booger sugar, right? Not really on the booger sugar, but I'm just trying to be funny, right? But I was on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was fumbling, stumbling, right? And he was like, "Yo," you know what I'm saying, "I appreciate the call, but I'm gonna let you go because you know what I mean, we can't understand what you're saying." So I got off that shit. Oh, he did. So we here and we're gonna talk about it. So again, salute to the OG. You know what I mean? Go subscribe to his channel, right? The Star Report on YouTube, okay? And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But again, we're gonna talk about the incident that happened on April 2nd, where unfortunately a young man lost his life, B. You know? And it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate because he was 17 years old. You know what I mean? He was a kid, bro. He was a kid. He was a teenager. You feel me? And I don't believe anybody should lose their life that young. Hell, I don't believe anybody should lose their life. Period. Right in the hands of anybody else. Unjustly. You know what I'm saying? Raw. You know, unfair. Right. I don't believe that. Do I believe that some people should? You know, I don't know. Again, it's not what I think. It's what you guys think. So, you know, never mind what I say. Never mind what I talk about. Right? Just try to pay attention to the topics that I come on the show and talk about. All right? Are you with me? Can you dig that? Oh, he did. Now, so real quick, yeah. So from what I gathered so far, right, is that um this young man, Carmelo Anthony, right, was carrying a knife, right, and some kids went to go fuck with him, right? Some kids went to go fuck with him. Some kids went to go fuck with him. Carmelo Anthony was black. The other two young men were white, right? And we live in a world today where white is right. I'm gonna go out there and say it. If you ain't white, you ain't right. I'm gonna say it. It is what it is, B. It is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, White people in America um, got it good. They got it good. They got it great. They got it fucking great. You know, now I come to realize why Michael Jackson, may God rest his soul, wanted to be white so fucking bad. Now I understand why Sammy Sosa bleaches his skin white, right? Now these things are starting to make sense to me as a young 35 Hispanic male living in America who's brown skin, who has tattoos all over his fucking body. Now I understand why certain individuals who look like me, who come from the same world that I come from, right? Who come from nothing, try to make it, right? Um, Now I understand why certain people go a certain route in this world, if that makes any sense. You with me? Um, White people got it made. They have it fucking made. They got it made, bro. They can do what they want, say what they want. Um, they're above. They're above us all. They're above us all in this world, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, right? That's just my opinion. If you're white, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, bro. It sucks. It fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? You know, black people and brown people, unfortunately, every single day we wake up, every single day we wake up and we leave our house, we put on our shoes, we put on our socks, we take a shower, we brush our teeth, right? Before we leave our house, right? And once we walk out of our doors, out of our comfort zone, out of our safe zone, right? We don't know if we're gonna come back home. We don't know if we're gonna make it back home, unfortunately. That's our reality. That's the world that we live in. We don't know if we're gonna make it back home safe. We don't know if we're gonna make it back home alive. We don't know if we're gonna get harassed. Um, you know, we don't know if we're gonna bro, I'm literally driving down my block earlier today, right? Not my block, you know what I mean, down the street where I live at, right? Literally driving down the street, about to park my car. The neighbor from across the street cuts me off and goes into his driveway. Now, it's a two-way street, right? And I'm in my lane, he's in his lane. But this guy decides to cut me off, right? So drastically where I had to pump my fucking brakes, okay? I had to literally pump my brakes, bro, and come to a complete stop. Because if I didn't, I was gonna crash into him. And if I would have crashed into him, I would have lost. You understand what I'm saying? I would have lost. Because my car hit his car. He was turning. So my car would have hit his car. So in anybody's right mind, you would automatically, instantaneously guilt me, right? Point the fingers at me and be like, yo, you're at fault. You hit his car. You clearly hit his car. You know what I'm saying? You were speeding. You were not paying attention. You were on your cell phone. You were doing this. You were doing that. When I look at the person driving the car that cut me off, he was a white dude. I know approximately everybody, not everybody, but mostly, roughly 90% of the folks that live on the street that I live on, right? So I know who's who. Okay. This individual is clearly white. He ain't have no tints in his car. I got good vision. Oh, he did. When I'm not on that shit. Oh, he did. When I'm sober, I can see clearly, right? So I can clearly see that this person was white. He was Caucasian. You understand what I'm saying? Now, again, if I would have not pressed my brakes, I would have crashed into him. Okay. Now I know I'm losing y'all. I'm coming off topic, but I'll circle back. Don't worry about it. Just bear with me. Again, if I wouldn't have pressed my brakes, I would have crashed into him. And again, and the insurance company would have automatically, you're at fault. Boom. Right? Now, I can go on a crazy ass rant and be like, no, fuck that. I hit him because A, B, and C. He was doing X, Y, Z. He did this, he did that, but then what? Yo soy chota, you understand what I'm saying? I'm the snitch. I'm the dramatic black person. I'm doing too much, right? Of course. Look at me. I'm all tatted up and shit, right? He's an angry black man. Arrest him. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about, right? He don't know. He was driving at a high rate of speed, right? Now, let's go back to the young man that lost his life and the young man that took his life. Okay? So the young man that took his life was black. The young man that lost his life, unfortunately, was white. All right? Now, again, I'm all about being fair. I'm all about following the rules. I'm all about, was white, was white. Oh, he did. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Okay? I believe in that. Now, I also believe that this is fucking America. Oh, he did. So, what do we all know about it? Is that some racist motherfuckers around here, B. A lot of them. Okay? So now, um, we're not just born racist. Nah, we're taught that shit. We're taught that, unfortunately, right? Our grandparents, our parents, they teach us that shit. Okay? Not us, I'm just saying them. Or whoever the fuck, right? Whoever. Now, again, I'm watching the Star Report, right? And the dude, again, I don't go by what he says. I don't. I really don't. Fuck him. Respectfully, with all due respect. Fuck that nigga. I I think he's mad cool. I think this dude is mad real. Hell, I fuck with the dude. But again, I'm just trying to prove a point, right? That even though I fuck with him, pause, I don't go by what he says. I don't always believe what comes out of his fucking mouth. Okay? The dude doesn't even believe in God. Con eso te digo, con eso te digo todo, mi gente, oíste. El tipo no cree ni en Dios. Alright? So again, if you're new to the show, I'm Puerto Rican. We're gonna be bouncing all over the place. This is a Spanglish show. Oide. We're gonna be talking English and Spanish. So if you don't like it, get off right now. Log off right now. Go to sleep. Night night. This show ain't for you. Oide. If you got feelings, this show ain't for you, B. Cause we don't give a fuck about your feelings here. What we care about is the truth. What we care about is the facts. All right? That's what we care about. That's what the fuck we care about. Oide. So, again, I say, man, I fuck with the OG, man. I really do. He's 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, he's been around the world in 999. Oh, he did. So again, I really fuck with him, bro. I really pay attention to what he says. You know what I'm saying? Again, I wouldn't be doing this show if it wasn't for him. I really wouldn't be. So my hat goes off. My hat goes off to him. I owe him. All right. DJ Vlad is another person that I'm saying you should go follow. All right. OG in this game. You feel me? Um, T to the motherfucking K. All right. Boosie Badass. Salute to you, OG. Hopefully you all right, my guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these are all my OGs. These are all cats that I follow. These are all cats that I pay attention to. These are all, in, in my opinion, real fucking men. Everybody I just mentioned are men, not males. They're men. They stand on something. They believe in something. You know what I'm saying? They don't fold. All right. Cameron and Mace, Willie and what I just say? No, Wallow and Gilly. Right. Again, all OGs to the game. You feel me? Um, but yeah, you know, again, um I was on YouTube earlier today, right? I was, listening to the Star Report and shit like that. And He lets people talk. He lets people go on his show and talk, right? Which I respect. You understand what I'm saying? I really respect him and his platform, and I respect that he lets people come on his show and just talk and hash out their problems and shit like that, right? Um, but but because again, there's two sides to that coin, right? And it's crazy how black people call on his show, right? Y se tiran, mano, se tiran contra uno, mano. That shit is crazy, B. That shit is insane to me, man. That shit is insane, bro. That shit's insane. Because there's enough black on black crime out here. You know what I'm saying? There's enough of that shit. And one dude hopped on the show, and I ain't gonna say his name because, I respect everybody that calls on that show. I really do, bro. I really do. So I'm not even gonna call nobody out like that. You know what I'm saying? But there was one dude that called on the show, bro. Black dude. You know what I mean? And again, if he's right, he's right. Then you know what I'm saying? I'm a high school fucking dropout. I don't know shit. But, he made some bold statements talking about, how there's a lot of black on white crime and shit that and statistically, there's more black people killing white people in the world, which is probably fucking true. It's probably true. It's probably true, man. It's probably true. It's probably true. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this isn't that. You know what I mean? Again, yes, I remember me saying that in the beginning of the show that this is a race thing, but when I say that it's a race thing, I mean this, that again, when black and brown people leave their house, we have to worry about coming back home that same day, that night. You know what I'm saying? White folks don't have to worry about that shit. White folks never leave their houses worrying about coming back home unless you a fucking filthy cop. Unless you a dirty ass cop, a white fucking stinking ass cop that don't give a fuck about nobody but yourself. Unfortunately, respectfully, right? With all due respect, because we ain't gonna start no hate crimes on this show. That's not what we do out here. It's not what we do. It's not what we do. We love cops. We respect them. They got a job to do. I'm talking about the dirty motherfuckers. That's who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, just like there's you know good people and bad people, there's good cops and bad cops. That's just what it is. You feel me? Um, Hell, I got some family members who are cops, outstanding human beings, outstanding citizens, right? They ain't out there fucking around with people. They ain't out there making people's lives miserable, right? Nah, bro, nah. That's not what they signed up for. They signed up to protect and serve, right? The fuck are we talking about? Excuse my language, okay? But again, this young man that lost his life, man, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. But, you know, it's not a crime, unfortunately, to carry a knife. It's not a crime. It's not a crime to carry. It's not a crime to walk around with a pocket knife. It's not a crime. It's not a fucking crime. That's not a crime, bro. Carmelo Anthony was not committing a crime by walking around and carrying a fucking pocket knife. That's not a crime, bro. He wasn't committing a crime. He wasn't committing a crime. Now, again, don't go by what I'm saying. Don't go, I'm saying? Go do your own research, right? Go do your own research. I'm only telling you what I'm reading, and what I've, heard this morning and shit like that, right? So again, bear with me, please. Okay? But again, it's not a crime to walk around with a pocket knife. So the young kid, Carmelo Anthony, right? Not the basketball player, not the dude, not the Puerto Rican dude. Or he's Puerto Rican, right? Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. Carmelo Anthony's Puerto Rican. Not him, you know what I'm saying? Not the basketball player who is about to finally get inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. We ain't talking about him. We are not talking about him. Oh, he did. We're talking about this young man named Carmelo Anthony. Okay? His name is spelled with a K. I don't know why, but his name is spelled with a K. Oh, he did. But again, he didn't commit a crime by having a fucking pocket knife in his in his on his person. He didn't commit a crime. That's number one. Number two, I'm all about the fair one. Oh, he did. I'm all about getting your ass whooped. I'm all about giving out ass whoopings. I believe in that shit. I grew up in an era where you had a problem with somebody, you duke it out. You know what I'm saying? You get your dick beaters up. Oh, you did. You knock niggas out, G. You defend yourself. That's the era that I grew up in. That's the era that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, uh, you know, um, it's not bad to get your ass open. But in this day and age, unfortunately, bro, you know, motherfuckers don't want to duke it out. They don't want to duke it out. But again, before I lose my train of thought, it's not a crime to carry a fucking knife. Okay? Especially in Texas. Isn't Texas an open carry state? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Texas an open carry state? We're talking about down south. All right. Supposedly in Georgia, you can drive around with an AR-15 in your fucking back seat. You can drive around in Georgia with an AR-15 in the back seat. You can flash that bitch in the back. You can have that shit open, literally open in the back seat. You could be driving around with an AR-15 in your back seat, showing. I guess they have a problem when you try to hide it. That's when the problem becomes, right? Right. I think that's when they have an issue with. That's what they have an issue with. So again, Connecticut, isn't Connecticut an open carry state? So what are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? Yes, this young man lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Texas for sure, right? Yeah, it's an open carry state. So, you know, it's not a crime to carry a knife. This young kid, Carmelo Anthony, wasn't committing a crime by carrying a pocket knife, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he did. He wasn't committing a crime. He wasn't out there looking for trouble. He wasn't out there just, yo, I got a knife. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Nah. I guess he was minding his own business. Again, I don't have all the fucking details, bro. Excuse my language. I don't have all the details. I don't. Okay. Um, the young man Anthony said, "I was protecting myself. All right, unprovoked. All right." When the officer told him to keep his hands in the air, the officer then communicated to others that he had the alleged suspect in custody. To which Anthony said, "I'm not alleged. I did it." The little nigga ain't stab him up and then ran. Nah, he stabbed him up and stood there and said, "Yo, I did that shit. Yes, it was me. What's up?" The fuck are we talking about? We ain't talking about no thug. So that's why I don't understand why the dude went on the Star Report, right? And again, salute to the OG, triple OG, right? Go check out his YouTube channel. The dude gives out great content on YouTube. All right. It's called the Star Report. Go follow that dude, man. I'm telling you. The dude's gonna give you the bing bang. Oide. Pause. Right? So the dude, the kid, the chamaquito said I did it. He said I did it. I saw his mugshot, right? I saw his mugshot. I'm looking at his mugshot right now, bro. Right? It's not like, you know, I don't, bro. I don't know, man. But the dude, you know what I'm saying? The dude, el chamaquito, he looks sorry, man. He look. Again, that's just my opinion, bro. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. You like how I got the army fatigue on shirt, right? We talking about war here, B. Unfortunately, man, we're talking about war, man. You know, and it's unfortunate, man, that that we're losing sight, man. We're losing sight of what's really important here, man. And what's important here is that a young man, a young kid lost his fucking life. That's what we should be talking about. That's what we should be paying attention to, man. You know what I'm saying? We should be paying attention to the fact that two young kids lost their lives, man. One threw his life away, one lost his life. That's what we should be talking about. How two families now have to, one has to bury their kid, one has to go see their kid behind bars, right? Because from what I from what I can read, both of these kids were talented. Both of these kids were smart. Both of these kids were intelligent. We ain't talking about no dum dums, right? We ain't talking about no fucking rugrats. We ain't talking about no thugs, no criminals. We ain't talking about no drug dealers. We ain't talking about no gangbangers. Nah, we're talking about two young kids, two high school kids that unfortunately one lost their life, one threw their life away. Because you're right. The kid, Carmelo, could have got his ass whooped. He could have. He absolutely could have. He could have. He could have. He absolutely could have. He could have took that ass whooping like a G. You understand what I'm saying? He could have got jumped, right? And then retaliated later. He could have did that. He could have absolutely did that. He could have absolutely did that. You're right. You're absolutely right. He could have absolutely did that. He could have absolutely did that. Hmm. He could have absolutely got his. He could have absolutely got jumped. Took that ass whooping like a G, like a man. Walked away. Everybody could have walked away. And then when he saw those twin brothers the next day, the next couple days later, he could have beat boop bop. You know what I'm saying? He could have got back to them. You know what I'm saying? He could have got back for sure. He could have got back one up on them. But, unfortunately, that's not the way that the cards were dealt. Because again, we're talking about Texas. We're talking about a young black kid that left his house that day, and in his mind, he didn't know if he was gonna make it back home that night, that day. That's what we're talking about, man. We're talking about the reality of a young black kid in America today. Any black folk, any brown black folk, whether it be a male or female, young man, grown man, doesn't matter. This is the reality that we live in. Yes, a young kid lost his life, man. I don't give a fuck what color he was. Could have been purple. He could have been red. He could have been pink. Could have been yellow. I don't give a fuck. I don't personally care because a young kid lost his life, and that's tragic. It really is, man. It really is. But you know, it's not right that the people from GoFundMe took down the GoFundMe for Anthony's family, bro, for his legal team. That's not right because who knows if that family can even afford a lawyer right now. You ever think about that? The judge gave him $1 million fucking bail. Where is he gonna come up with that money from? Where is he gonna come up with that money if people cannot help him? What about him? What about his rights? What about his family? You know what I mean? So yeah, man. We have to look at it from both ways, man. We gotta look at it from both ways. We have to look at it from oide, both both spectrums, right? We gotta look at it from both ways, man. You know, um, was it really self defense? Was it really self defense? Was those kids bullying Carmelo? Was those twin brothers bullying those was bullying that kid, man? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know all the facts just yet. You know what I mean? Um, these are all things that are gonna play out in court. These are all things that we're gonna are gonna find out in the near future. These are all things that hopefully, if he has a good lawyer, the lawyer's gonna bring these things up, right? And hopefully, we don't just, you know, Fuck it, I'm gonna go out there and say it, B. Lock up another innocent black kid. You know, George Zimmerman got away with fucking murder, B. He got away with murder, right? Come on, man. Didn't that dude, the white dude that put that black dude in a chokehold on a train, get away with that shit? Didn't he beat that shit? Again, I don't know. I don't know. You guys comment below and let me know. Oh, he did. Cause I remember some shit about that. But I just smoke so much fucking weed, bro, that I just be forgetting shit. I be going through my own stress. I be going through my own demons. I be going through my own battles every day I leave my house, right? Because again, I don't put up with shit like that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, right? Again, I could have easily spazzed the fuck out of my neighbor earlier today, this morning. But then I had to think, bro, I'm knowing myself, knowing me, knowing how I get down, I'm gonna end up spazzing out on this dude. We're gonna go back and forth every single day we see each other. Because yo no me voy a dejar. And then and I looked at him, I saw him, I saw que él no se iba a dejar tampoco, ¿entiendes? So we was gonna go back and forth. And I live here, he lives right across the street. We're gonna go back and forth every single day we see each other, bro. I don't need that headache. I don't want that headache. The good book says, love thy neighbor. I'm trying to, what's up? So, you know, by the grace of God, I didn't crash my car. You know what I'm saying? Um, I didn't spaz out on him. I didn't walk up those steps, cuss him the fuck out, beat his ass. You know what I mean? I ain't doing none of that shit. Pat myself on the fucking back. Because again, you know, I ain't trying to be another fucking statistic. I'm not, bro. I'm not trying to be another statistic. Oide. Whatever the fuck, man. You know, I ain't trying to be another chalk on the on the board, B. I'm not trying to be another fucking number. I'm not, bro. I'm really not. So sometimes we have to make the right choice. Sometimes we have to make the right call. Sometimes we have to make the right decision and just walk the fuck away, man, because is it really worth it? It's really not at the end of the day, you know? It's really not. It's really fucking not. It's really not. Who's to say Carmelo Anthony couldn't or didn't have a way out? Who's to say that was his only way out? Again, we don't know the facts just yet. But what we do know, and this is just a fact, what we do know is that one individual was white, one individual was black. That's what we do know. That's what we do know. And what we also know is that when it comes to the courts, when it comes to the law, There's definitely two different uh um 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 ways that shit's gonna pan out, B. It's never just one way. It's definitely two different ways that it always plays the fuck out. Oh, he did. Comment. Let me know what you think. I'm out of here. It's getting late. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, subscribe to my channel, please. Let's get some traction over here. You know, we've been at 109 for the past couple days, maybe a week or so. Let's get those subscribers up. Let's get those numbers up, please. We were doing so well all day. Hopefully this video does good. You know what I'm saying? We got some more people talking, commenting. That's what's up. Thank you guys so fucking much. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do, man. I'm out of a job. This is my new job. You know what I'm saying? We need to get to 1,000 subscribers, B. I need 1,000 subscribers so YouTube can send me a check. Oh, he did. Come on, man. Help a brother out. Send this video to your boys, man, to your family, to your brothers and sisters, to your mom and dads. Oh, he did. To the haters out there. Share this shit, man. Like it. Subscribe to your boy's channel, man. Oh, he did. I'm out, man. You guys have a good night, man. Stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? Leave the bullshit alone. If you can walk away, walk away. Make it home to your loved ones, man. Please. Okay? That's a little gem that I just threw at you guys, man. That's what this show is all about. Oíde. Never mind who the fuck is giving you the message. Pay attention to the message. Never mind who the messenger is. Pay attention to the message. Oíde. Y con eso te dejo, mi gente. Ya have a blessed night. Until next time.